Good morning, everyone. I am Noel Enencaunado Jr. and I am going to present unto you my report, which is the final classification. Final classification is accomplished by ridge counting the loop primarily on the right little finger, finger number 5. Then it is placed on the numerator side of a fingerprint classification and to the right of the subsecondary classification. Only one finger is necessary in the final classification. If both little fingers are looped, right little finger is given a priority. The left little finger is no further needed. Final classification is placed either numerator or denominator side, depending on where it is taken. If it is in right finger, it should be placed in the numerator side, while if it is on the left finger, it should be put on the denominator side. Given on the table, the right little finger is radial loop with a ridge count of 17. Then the left little finger is a radial loop with a ridge count of 12. If we're going to have our final classification, according to the rule, the right little finger is given priority. So our final classification will be 17. I put a note here because there are some who utilizes the local references, by which in local references the final classification were taken in both little fingers. So if we are going to use the local references in the given table, the result of your classification, your final classification will be 17/12. But then, I adapted the FBI1. So, the result of my final classification is 17. If the right little finger shows no loop, then the ridge count of the loop on the left little finger use, in which case the count is placed in the denominator side of the classification line. Given on the table, the right little finger is an arc, and the left little finger is the radial loop with a ridge count of 12. Between an arc and the radial loop, the one should be choose must be the radial loop with a ridge count of 12. So it should be placed in the denominator side with a ridge count of 12. If no loops appeared in both little fingers, a whirl pattern appeared in the right little finger should be treated as ulnar loop, and proceed to ridge counting by using left delta to core if it is in the right hand, and the right delta to core if it is in the left hand. The result of the ridge counting is no longer placed at the right upper corner of the frame, but at the left upper corner. So given the table, if the pattern appears is loop, the ridge count is on the right upper corner. But if it is whirl and if it is treated as ulnar loop, then it was already ridge counted. The ridge count should be placed on the left upper corner of the frame. So, given on the data, the right little finger is whirl, and the same also as on the left little finger. The one or the result of our final classification will be from the right little finger with a ridge count of 2. If no whirl appeared in right little fingers, then the whirl pattern appeared in the left little finger. It should be treated as ulnar loop and proceed to ridge counting by using right delta to core since it is in the left hand. So if the right little finger is arc, then the left little finger is whirl. The result of your final classification will be 3, in which it is obtained in the left little finger with a whirl pattern. A plain whirl and the central pocket loop be treated as ulnar loop. from the hand of the origin. So the left hand, if you're going to have its delta, your delta will be coming from the right. Then locate your chord and proceed to ridge counting. But if it is in the right hand, your delta will be on the left. And then proceed to ridge counting after locating the chord. A double loop ridge is counted to an upright loop. Given in the picture, there is a double loop whirl. The one is downward and another one is the upright. If you encounter this kind of fingerprint pattern in the final classification, you should choose the upright loop. Then locate the core and proceed to ridge counting. An accidental whirl be ridge counted from the extreme corresponding delta to the nearest core. So if you are going to encounter the accidental whirl, you're going to locate the delta in which the least number of ridge should be counted. If it is the same ridge count, choose the one who is nearest to the delta. In case of vertical loop, the core is placed on a thrust loop, whether you are using left or right delta. However, in case of horizontal loop, the core is placed on the looping nearest to the delta. If arc pattern appears in both little fingers, your final classification should be represented by a dash. But if you're going to utilize the local references, the result of your final classification, if arc pattern appear, will become nothing. Or wala tayong ilalagay dyan if local references yung gagamitin natin. Samantala, pag yung FBI naman yung ginamit natin, yung result ng ating final classification should be a dash. So, ladies and gentlemen, mom and sirs, that's all with my report for this morning, and thank you for listening.